All right, Will and Jada, a story that just won't die, and I'm kind of tired of it, because they did something I didn't think they would do, but I have to give Will credit. He's very astute. I'm sure after all this stuff blew up, he probably went to Robert Greene himself and asked him what should he do, because what he did is right out of the 48 Laws of Power. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Reputation is the cornerstone of power. Through reputation alone, you can intimidate and win. Once it slips, however, you are vulnerable and will be attacked on all sides. So, in other words, the court of public opinion, that's why they call it a court, because Robert Greene was talking about court politics when he was actually writing the 48 Laws of Power. This is how people at the top in court politics of the king actually work. So all things he talks about is bending human nature to get things done, bending human nature with people that can actually do things. And Law 5 is protecting your reputation. You're guarding it with your life. And so what Big Willie is doing is guarding his reputation as Big Willie after being publicly cuckolded by his wife's lover. When it first happened, everybody didn't believe that the stuff that went down went down. And only the people in Los Angeles kind of shrugged their shoulders and said, yeah, we believe it. In fact, we probably think there's more to the story than there actually was, than was actually said. In fact, that's what Will and Jada are trying to do, not say anything. He said, but once it got to Black Twitter kind of owns this. And once Black Twitter got a hold of it, now Twitter itself owns it. So now the Will Smith brand is taking a hit, not the person, but the brand. And we have no idea really what went on behind closed doors with Will Smith, Jada, and August. We have no idea, or Aug as they call him. It's not the first time an older cougar, good-looking cougar, actually entertained the wiles of a young man that admired her. And if it was a normal person, if this was just a normal everyday person, normal everyday couple, nobody would even blink an eye. Everybody would say, but of course. And it is what it is. But this happened to be Will Smith, the one of the alphas of the alphas, box office movie star with a brand that goes back some 35 years, with a woman he's been married to for damn near 25 years. And we have a tendency to map ourselves onto people like that. We talk about, we try to take ordinary circumstances, map it onto an extraordinary life or an extraordinary lifestyle. We do not live their lifestyle. Their goings on in their marriage and in their life don't match. Don't match with ours. That's how come Jada kind of warned him that, come on, man, what I did is nothing compared to what you did. And it probably isn't. The only difference is that because of what August did, and Jada didn't control her dude, and the dude that she picked probably has a little bit too much clout influence of his own because he's in that media realm. And we know how Black Twitter and social media is messy and they love stuff like this. Now, he's been publicly cuckolded in social media. Even he kind of said it during the Red Table Talk. Now he's expected to play the role of the dutiful wife, a la Kobe, a la Hillary Clinton, a la whoever that has stuck by their cheating man while they're being publicly humiliated and say that I'm going to stand by my particular man. Now it's his turn. The roles are reversed. Now Jada is the cheating husband and he is the dutiful wife. And he's not upset that she did whatever she did, but he's upset that his brand, his reputation is taking a hit. And he's trying to guard and patch up his reputation because of Law 5. Because basically that's how he makes his money. He's not Elon Musk, he's not Jeff Bezos, he's not even the CEO of Facebook. He doesn't make his billions or he have billions of dollars from something else, something outside of his reputation. And even them, they have reputations. But the thing is, This kind of stuff wouldn't make a dent in Jeff Bezos' reputation. Doesn't matter because we don't care about what he does in his private life. But Will Smith deals on popularity. It deals on people liking him. It deals on his, I think it's 50 million followers on Twitter or something like that. And all those people need an answer because they follow his brand. I even have people that are subs that grew up with Will Smith and the Fresh Prince, and what they're saying is not Fresh Prince-like. And the illusion that Jada and Will gave to the public is that she was happy being in his orbit. And obviously she is, because she's still there. She didn't take off with the young, cute whippersnapper that's half her age. Because at the end of the day, she belongs to Will. And at the end of the day, she was going to do what's necessary to get back with Will. Because without Big Willie, Jada is just another actress. Cute, but just another actress. She's no more than Tiffany Haddish without Big Willie. Without them together, she's Tiffany Haddish. Or any one of a number of cute actresses that we know that have been around. So even though uncomfortable, even though she still has love for August, or Aug as she calls him, as she fell in love with, at the end of the day, she is Will Smith's wife. She is part of the brand. And just like him and his reputation, her reputation's on the line. And Will Smith was suffering not because of what she did, not because she spread her legs for a young dude, not because she was indiscreet, is because Big Willie's brand taking a hit. And Big Willie's brand is what puts food on the table. And he knows, he's looking at it. He's looking at all the posts and all the news and all the media hype that's around him like he's a cuckold. What's worse than actually being a cuckold? What's worse than your wife cheating on you? Is when it becomes public and everybody looks at you as a cuckold. And what's worse than being a cuckold in public is being a cuckold in social media, because it never goes away. And all I can say is that the red table is undefeated. And all the guys that you put on trial at the red table and damage their reputations and damage their brands by putting their names out there and letting women run their mouths, Jada, including Snoop, at some point that brand, that reputation of the red table, judgment was going to come for you. So now the red table, as we speak, is judging your household. So from now on, you cannot sit in judgment over somebody else, because the red table not only has judged you, embarrassed your husband, basically literally castrated your husband on public TV, on social media, and by proxy, it's done the same to you. You're not the dutiful wife. You're not the perfect life partner. You're just like any other chick, just like any other woman. And like I was saying, it doesn't matter how powerful you are, how far you go up in life, how macho you are. At the end of the day, this can happen to anybody. 25 years is a long time, man, and women get bored. And what's the biggest killer of a marriage, of a relationship, especially with women, is boredom. She needed something. She needed something exciting. She needed something new. What's more new than a relationship with a younger man? Been through it myself. Can't tell the tale. But for all of my subs out there, my acolytes, I hope that this will stand in and serve as my take on Jada and Will. A lot of women think it's funny to cuckold your mate, cuckold your husband, and do it publicly. You don't think it's going to reflect on you, but it does. We can never look at Jada the same way. We can never look at the smug gleam in Jada's eye when she's talking about her young lover, and looking across at her so-called dutiful husband and the pain he has in his face when he's going through those gyrations of trying to patch up his reputation. That can never really be patched, because one thing I can say about social media, they don't forgive and they don't forget. And just like they won't forgive and forget him, and eventually they're going to feel sorry for him, they're going to look at you a different way. So the next time you're on Red Pill Table Talk, your reputation and what you've done in the past is going to be right there on the table, just like everybody else's. So shout out to Valdez, shout out to Sheeps, BJ, and Kendra. and all the other brothers that have actually done work on this. I'm not trying to supplant what they do. I'm just giving you my take. So if I've stepped on anybody's toes or repeated talking points they've already had, you can shout yourself out in the comment section and post your video links to your take on it. I will try to pin as many of them as I can to the comment section so other people can actually take other people's opinion on this, because I'm sure everybody has one. Eventually it's going to make the rounds. Everybody's going to have to weigh in on Jada and Will, and so I might as well get it over with because I know I'm going to be asked. So with that, that's all I got. This is BGS out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.